We've got a bonus pitcher breakdown today for Freddy Tarnok. I'm very interested by this, and this is the start last week against the Texas Rangers. And what's really interesting, he throws hard, 95 to 96 on his four-seamer. What's so interesting is that he has elite four-seamer movement. That is, his Y movement is 92nd percentile in the majors, and did not work here against the Rangers, you could say. I mean, that's right down the middle. Don't throw it down the middle, kiddo. But I'm watching this because he gets a start against the Cardinals, and I'm curious what he has. And there's a 1-0 pitch for a slider for a strike against Duran. That's a really good pitch to throw with a man on second, nobody out. I'm looking at his mechanics now. It's very straight in focused. It's very over the top. Think like Felix Bautista, and that allows him to get that giddy up on it. As far as VAA, though, I'm not sure it totally helps. I got to take a look at his vertical approach angle. Yeah, that's not a good slider. That's probably the biggest part here about Tarnok that is worrisome, is that he just doesn't have good secondary stuff. But that's 97, taken for strike 3. I'm not really sure why it's taken. It was right along the edge, okay. Yeah, he's trying to do a big curveball. And I mean, there, a lot of times when you see guys that are this over the top as Tarnok is, you actually can be kind of good at those big breaking balls over the top. Think like Ross Stripling's one, or Joe Biagini's, if you remember him. Oh my gosh, Joe Biagini. I was so in on Joe Biagini. That just did not work out. I think it's because of vertical approach angle with him, by the way. He didn't also get like a proper chance, and it bothered me. Anyway, it's a good fastball. The command isn't there yet, but maybe it gets better as this game goes on. He goes for 4 innings. We're going to watch as much as we can of it right now. I'm skipping along here quickly. What is this? This is a changeup. You only had 2 strikeouts in this one. There's a changeup. I mean, that's deadly if he can actually do that, right? There's a 4-seamer upstairs. It does make, having that over the top allows you to have that really good changeup. I mean, look at Bautista, right? That's a great pitch. It's really hard to tell if you're looking for a fastball. Think also like Giolito does this too. And I think that is actually the biggest. I mean, that's right down the middle of that. Jankowski almost sends it to the warning track, right? Yeah, this is all about command for Tarnok. If you can actually do the Tyler Glass now of getting that thing upstairs, there's some legitimate upside here. It's a good fastball. It looks wonderful out of his hand. And you're like, who is this guy? How did he get here? He was actually in that Sean Murphy deal. Jared Schuster. Sorry, not Jared Schuster. Kyle Muller. But also Freddy Tarnok. And I remember talking to scouts in spring training this year. I got to sit with the scouts watching Bryce Elder. And I was talking about Kyle Muller with them. And they're saying actually their favorite guy in that deal was not Kyle Muller. It was Freddy Tarnok. And those were Atlanta scouts. So I understand it. You know, and the cool thing is, yeah, as I'm seeing here from chat, as I'm on playback.tv/pitcher list every single weekday morning, and they're watching with me here. And you should be there too. It's just a great time. They're mentioning that, you know, Athletics have these young guys that have potential. Ken Wolochuk, JP Sears, Freddy Tarnok. I'm thinking of a couple. There are a couple others. Luis Medina's in there. Paul Blackburn, not really Paul Blackburn as much, but they have this ability, right? They have some chances, even Kyle Muller, where they're going to be getting this development this year. I mean, that's a good fastball too. They're going to get these innings, and they're going to be able to figure it out on the fly, and I love this. I love that we're going to see a guy like Tarnok get his opportunities and the ability to adjust every 5 days, right? Have those bullpens in between and really treat it like it's winter league or treat it like it's the offseason, because you got nothing to lose. You know, and as long as Oakland puts their faith in saying like, look, just like do what you need to do this year. And it feels like they're starting to lean in on Tarnok for this, which is great. There's some excitement to be had here with Freddy Tarnok. I mean, that's such a nice 97 mile per hour fastball. Now, I don't know if this works well down. I would imagine with his over the top. You could be saying because he's so over the top, it might be such a steep angle. I need to look into that. Alex Chamberlain's wonderful pitch leaderboard has VAA. Pitcher List will have VAA on our website next year, which is very exciting. But if I look at Freddy Tarnok, as I watch some more of this, I mean, that's a really nice changeup. That I really do believe is the best one for Tarnok as far as potential goes. Which is kind of interesting. Think of like classic Luke Weaver, you know, four-seamer changeup. Again, there it is, another strikeout. You love to see that. When it comes to Freddy Tarnok, I'm looking at the pitch leaderboard right now from Alex Chamberlain. By the way, Alex Chamberlain was in Hawaii. There's a lot of people affected, of course, by what's happening in Maui. So go check out his Twitter and help donate if you can. VAA is only 5.1. So it's not the elite like 4 and change, but it's not bad. It's not like 6. So that should be upstairs. Yeah, I dig this. I really do. I really do think that there's some fun stuff here for Freddy Tarnok. And fascinating. We're gonna watch the last. This is the last at bat we'll see here. There's a fastball down the middle. Don't ignore him. That's all I'm gonna say. Is pay attention to Freddy Tarnok. See if he's able to go high location on those four seamers and see if that changeup develops or not. Oh, and that slider too, right? Like with his angle, he's able to get down on that, and that's more of a traditional slider, not your sweepers at all. That is over the top, going straight down. Very hard to read if you are doing that Blake Snell blueprint of four seamers up, right? There is obvious potential here. This is the Rangers. He went actually 4 innings of shutout ball. And now he gets the Cardinals. He's up to about 70 pitches. I imagine he's going to go 80 or so. Hopefully the Athletics let him do it, but there might be an opener as well. But I'm interested. I'm very curious what he does.